Okay guys, I just wanted to show you a pretty cool project that I did not long ago. I work on bikes quite often, and I'm always trying to kind of maximize my space and tools and organize whatever I can. And as you guys know, if you work on bikes, there's a lot of unusual shaped tools that don't really seem to fit anywhere. You know, Park Tools has a nice little tray that's adjustable that is pretty substantial, but even these holes here, they don't really fit a whole lot. You know, you got your spoke wrenches, which probably not many people actually put spoke wrenches in. You got a couple of screwdrivers holes, maybe a pair of pliers, a pair of scissors, some lubricants, you know. Anyway, it works fine for your very basic tools. But anyway, a couple of tools that I use all the time is a pedal wrench and Allen keys. And I wanted to kind of come up with a better solution for having them out here. So anyway, let me go over the pedal wrench holder first. This is my first attempt, which came out pretty good. It's got a magnet here, got a little cup here. It's got a set screw holder, so you know it's pretty sturdy. It's not really going to go anywhere for its intended purpose, and it will fit your standard Park PW3 tool, just like so. You know, that's, oops. I'm going to actually lower this magnet so it fits this particular wrench a little bit better. I don't really use this wrench all the time, but I do have one, and probably a lot of you guys own one of these too. So I'll make that work a little bit better, but it really realistically is totally fine for that. But what I really made it for was your standard edition PW4, which works awesome. You know, this tool has some girth to it. It's got some size and weight to it. It doesn't really fit anywhere. Certainly doesn't fit into this thing. Anyway, this is very handy. You can move this around this area pretty much anywhere. Actually, it'll fit here too. So you can pretty much move it around wherever you want. I made this cup holder kind of short so that when the bike is here and you're moving around, you can actually pull it from any direction instead of having a long tube where you'd have to pull it straight up and out. Here you can kind of like put it right over there and it just goes in. Perfect. So that works great. Anyway, moving on is your Allen key holder and some pliers or whatever else you want to put in here. I may change this to some round stock. I'm not really sure, but this works actually perfectly good. So what this is really intended for, you could really use this for anything, such as, you know, you got your Allen key wrenches, which actually would work pretty well. You got your screwdrivers. I suppose you can put your Allen keys. You know, what else can you put in there? Obviously, all your screwdrivers will go in. But what I really made this for was my my Park wrenches, like these guys. So and you can throw in your cutters and your cutters and your fourth hand. So that's really what I intended it for, was these tools particularly. I think that came out quite well. It's going to be perfectly usable. You know, these things you can kind of put put whatever else you want in there. But you know, these things, if you own a set of these, they do come with a wall mount or a pegboard mount, which it's okay, but you got to be standing right next to the pegboard to really access them with any ease. You know, these will go in here, you know, so that would work too. But I got a ton of stuff up there, as you can see, and I just think that's a nice, neat way to do it. This actually really just is a pressure fit. You just kind of like slide it on there, and it goes on there perfectly good. I made this wrap this corner a little bit over here, and it kind of wraps this corner a little bit over here. This big one doesn't really spin so much just because of the size of it. These all will spin any which way you want. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. Maybe I'll make a couple, put them up for sale. I think a lot of you guys out there that work on bikes could probably use something like that. I'm not a master welder by any means. I just started welding, so you know, these are just kind of like, I wouldn't say they're tacked, but they're a little bit more than tacked. MIG welding, or flux core welding, I should say. You know, they're not going to break off. They're perfectly strong for what the purpose is. They may not be as pretty as TIG welding, but it does the job. Anyway, thanks for watching, and maybe some of you guys out there could get a set. Thanks. Bye.